Yeah, check for zone one. Sound check.
वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचानुर्मर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय जय जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न हनुमान चालीसा। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मन मुखर सुधार। बरनो रघुवर विमल यशु, जो दायक फल चार। बुद्धहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु क्लेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमत निवार सुमत के संगी। कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उजलाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत संभाई। वेद संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके कार्य सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त ना धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, कोई सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महदेरा। कीजय नाथ हृदय महदेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महदेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। शरणम। प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की जय। जो कुछ किया सो तुम किया, कुछ किया नाही, कहो कहीं जो मैं किया, तुम ही थे मुझ माही। कैसे तेरा नाम धियाए, कैसे तुम्हारी लगन लगाए, कैसे तेरा नाम धियाए, कैसे तुम्हारी लगन लगाए। हृदय जगा दो ज्ञान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। पंथ मतों की सुन सुन बातें, द्वार तेरे तक पहुँच न पाते। पंथ मतों की सुन सुन बातें, द्वार तेरे तक पहुँच न पाते। भक्त के बीच जहान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। तू ही श्याम कृष्ण मुरारी, राम तू ही गणपति त्रिपुरारी। तू ही श्यामल कृष्ण मुरारी, राम तू ही गणपति त्रिपुरारी। तुम ही बने हनुमान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े, उद्धार करो भगवान तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। जगाना, हम तीनों को शरण लगाना, ऐसी अंतर ज्योत जगाना, हम तीनों को शरण लगाना। हे प्रभु दया निधान, हमारे शरण पड़े। उद्धार करो भगवान, तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े, शरण पड़े। उद्धार करो भगवान, तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। उद्धार करो भगवान, तुम्हारी शरण पड़े। बनवारी रे, जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। बनवारी रे, जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे।
भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना. O Lord, please continue to be my savior and protector.
ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया. गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया.
ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमो नमः श्री
तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। बाहर से तू खामोश रहे दो, बाहर से तू खामोश रहे दो, भीतर भीतर रोई रे, हे भीतर भीतर रोई। तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि न तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबो, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश के पगले कोई न तेरा हो, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई।
जय 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 भद्रकाली, जय जय कल्याणी।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज नीरज निज मन मुकुरु सुधारि बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायकु फल चारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मुंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर
Yeah.
लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु।
Check zone. Check the zone.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. Sabkoi Sitaram. Let's all stand for a few moments. As we gather this morning to offer our deep sense of respect and regard and to seek the karuna, the mercies of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, the Divine Lord, on the occasion of the ascension of the soul, the departed soul of a father, a husband, a brother-in-law, a villager, a cousin. Many different relations would be enjoyed by the soul as it inhabited this body. And more so for Paramgati, what we refer to as the highest destiny of the individual Jivatma. Body is cast out upon the Jivatma's exit, and its ultimate goal is oneness with God, or Paramgati. And this is what we collectively do this morning as family and friends and loved ones. That when we join, we humbly appeal to the mercy and the graces of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, or the Divine Lord, that that soul may attain oneness. So as we join together and we seek the grace of the Divine on behalf of our dear Sri Nandlal Jagoo, we humbly ask of the Divine Lord to shower His grace. Hari Om. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastangato Va Yah Smare Pundare Kaksham Sabahya Vyantara Suche. Namaste Pundari Kaksha, Namaste Purushottama, Namaste Sarvalokatman, Namaste Tigma Chakradharane, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Nama. Yam Brahma Varnindra Rota Maruta Shturvandi Divyashtavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vashtit Tatgate Namanasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Na Sura Surgana Deva Yatasmai Namaha. Take name, son. Take your father's name. Om Vishnu Vishnu Adya Brahmano Dvitiya Parade Shri Shvetavar Kalpe Vaivasvatmanvantari Ashtavinchati Tamekaloge Kalipratam Charane Tranadadeshasya Vokalgram Shtithau Baudhavatare Rakshasa Samvatsare Uttarayan Jeshtamase Krishna Pakshe Om Trayodashi Tithau Surya Vrishabhrashi Sthite Shashankashe Meshrashi Sthite Om Amuk Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Yatha Yatha Sthanasteshu Antishti Karman Sahita Durmanan Panchak Graha Kranti Karman Aham Kadishye. Say Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sabko asan, may all take seats. This morning I want to also share welcoming Pandit Kim Rajambali, who is joining with us as well, members of family, friends, loved ones. First bath for purification. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Savanimitam Snanam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Savanimitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Twang Gandharvakan Stwang Indra Stwang Brihaspade Twamo Kade Somo Raja Vidwan Yakshamadam Muchata Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam Madhyamupagotrasya Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Mritstane Savanimitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Mritstane Savanimitam Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Ya Ukadi Pratimodadha Pushpavati Prasovare Ashvayvasa Chitvari Viroda Pariyishnavaha. Sabanimittam pushpam maya diyate tavopatishtitam Kashyap gotrasya Nandlal pretasya Sabanimittam mritstane pushpamala maya diyate. Om Tulsi Mala Vishnu Priya Tulsi Mala Maya diyate tavopatishtitam. Tulsi touch your body. Maya diyate tavopatishtitam Dhupoyam Deepayam Maya diyate tavopatishtitam. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Nandlal Pretasya Savanimitam Mritstane Savanimitam Dhupoyam Deepayam Maya diyate tavopatishtitam. Jai Krishna. दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूध किनारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूध किनारा हो और कोई न खेवन वारा हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे ओम कश्यप गोत्रस्य नंदलाल प्रेतस्य मृतस्थान समन्वितम् एकटे पृथ्वी अधिचाष्टे पिंडमया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम् ओम तोयंजलि मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम्. Right, come back this side. For Panchak, take his name, son. In case of any altercations, the body was, of course, the soul did depart in the period of Panchak. So to atone for such, we ask of Bhagwan in our own way to grant solace to the family and may the rest of the family members remain unaffected by such. Kashyap Gotrasya, take his name. Pretasya Dhanishta Panchak Janya Durmanadi Vansharishta Nivaradham Panchak Vidhanam Aham Karishe. Om Vaso Pavitramase Shadalaram Vaso Pavitramase Sasadaram Devashtava Savita Punato Vaso Pavitrayan Shadararin Supakama Dhuksha Vaso Vya Namaha Pretavahaya Namaha. Om Varanasyotam Vanamase Varanaskam Sarjanishto Varanasyrata Sadanayase Varanasyrata Sadanamase Varanasyrata Sadanamase Om Varanaya Namaha Preta Sakhaya Namaha. Om Utanora Hirabhutnya Srino Tvaja Ekapada Pritavi Samudraha Vishwe Devadita Vrato Hota Vasuda Mandra Kavishasta Avanto Om Ajay Kapadaya Namaha Pretapaya Namaha Hari Om Shivo Namasi Swaditiste Pita Namaste Astu Mamayi Gongsi Nivardayam Yayukena Yadhaya Prajananaya Daya Spokaya Suprajasaya Supridaya Om Ahirbhodnyaya Preta Bhumipaya Namaha Om Pushantava Bratena Rishe Kadachan Stotarista Ihamasmi Om Pushne Namaha Preta Harte Namo Namaha Sabanvitam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtatam Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Tani Suniye Suniye Binati Tani Suniye Suniye Jinke Kuche Avalambanai Tinke Charanan Rakhiye Rakhiye Tinke Charanan Rakhiye Rakhiye Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Tani Suniye Suniye Binati Tani Suniye Suniye. Bhagavan describes us, of course. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and many of our scriptures, Jatasya hi mrityu dhruvo, anything that is born, life is a constant process of birth and rebirth, transmigration the Jivatma goes through. Dropping and picking up bodies, dropping and picking up bodies. Jatasya mrityu dhruvo, janma mritasya cha. O Arjuna, anything that is born, eventually it is going to die. Mrityu dhruvo janma mritasya cha. Tasmat sarvani bhutani. This whole creation, tasmat, this sarvani, any jivatma taking an embodied form in this world, Chaudasyo, Ramayana tells you Chaudasyo Lakho, Sweda Judbij, all of these, 8,400,000 species, soul is capable of inhabiting all of these. So once it goes to Sarvani Bhutani, Bhutani means beings that are corporal beings, a body that is capable of having a soul inhabited. Tasmat Sarvani Bhutani. This is a recurring process. Just as when the evening comes, the sun will set and it will usher in the night. And with the passage of night, at the break of dawn, the sunlight will once again remove the darkness. It is a process of nature. Tasmat Sarvani Bhutani. This is what is going to be the cyclic process for Jivatmas that inhabit bodies. Na tum sochitum arse. So therefore, why do you grieve over that which is inevitable? And this is what Bhagwan highlights to us. The moment that we get the gift of this human birth, and it has to be a gift, that's why Ramayana tells you, Bhagya. Bade Bhagya Manush. Although you have the required karmas, this Jivatma is invested with a human body under two conditions. One, that you get the karmas that required. So you have to get the required amount of karmas, however units that is. And secondly, the grace of God. Bhagwan se anugrah kripa ki hoye. Manusya tan mele pav. Only when the grace of God is with us, then this human birth comes. Other than that, it's difficult. That's why in the Ramayana it tells you, वो मानव शरीर वो देवता दुर्लभ है. To get this human body is even the quest of the devas, the celestial beings. Why? Sadhana moksha kar dwara. This here is a vessel. What is it a vessel for? Sadhana. To perform good. What is the sadhana? Many of us interpret sadhana to mean only sitting in the puja room and praying. Doing something religious, fasting on a day. That is not all sadhana. Sadhana kadam kadam ke aage hue hai. Sadhana is everything that you do in your life. Kabir Das explains very beautifully. Swasa swasa pe naam le jata swasa mat kod. Na jane se swasa mein avan ki na koi. As long as this breath is in your body, swasa shwas. Shwas is the breath. So that is being regulated by the body self mechanism. You don't control that. If you attempt to control that, you will die. When you're going to sleep, you don't say, well, okay, I turn off the breathing now, I'll breathe in the morning. No. It's a continuous process. So too is karma. He equates it and he shows just as the breath goes in and comes out of the body, without any assistance, there's nothing that controls that. That's a process of nature. So too is karma. And that is the sadhana. Where these 2 feet take you. Paga paga mujhe, old bhajan, my father used to sing. Paga paga mujhe girata ya mera abhiman. That jivan pat par bhatak raha raho dikha Bhagavan. And when we go through life, we just stumble and fall sometime. Sometimes you're walking on the road, not so, and you're not familiar with the path, and you go hit your foot and you go stumble. Sometimes you stumble if you can't see. So he tells us that what? That stone that stumbles the walker or the person, that is a little bit of paga paga mujhe girataya e mera abhiman. A little bit of false pride sinks into us and it causes us to stumble and fall. But Jivan Patvad, but you Lord, you know, Bhatakadaham, you know me. When I come here and I am at this juncture, Lord, forgive me not. When we go by the cremation site, you see dharma samayukta lobha moha samavritam. If I have committed any acts in dharma or any acts adharma, and I have made any mistake, Lord, in fact, it is said by us on behalf of the departed. It's a slope, but it's really for the departed. Dharma samayukta. If in any way, through my life, through the course of my life as I lived, I have done anything that was not pleasing, Lord, or was adharma, samayukta samavritam, lobha moha cha savavritam. If it was, the actions were stimulated by lobha, by greed, moha, by the delusion in which I live, I got carried away. Bear not those actions into account, Lord, but judge me by the righteous that I have done, and that is the sadhana. That is the sadhana that Bhagwan talks about. What happens every single day of our lives, every footstep that you make. Karma is being written. Some of us think that it's not pertinent, but our scriptures are very clear and guidance is extremely clear. Now when you get to this point, the Jivatma depends on its good karmas. And this is what we do here. That's why the Anteshti is called Anteshti. These rites are so important and they are so elaborate for us. Because the Jivatma is interdependent on these rites in addition to its own karma. And that's what we gather here for this morning. To give words of comfort to replace the love of a husband is very difficult. To ask to have some sort of comforting word or to give some comfort to the loss of a father is even more difficult. Words can never suffice in those. It is only the grace of God that helps us through all of these things. And remember this, my dear friends. We have but just a few days to live. So whatever you do in this world, always remember that. That when this moment comes, it is going to matter the most. Take stock of it every day. Archie was a frank person. Very frank. And especially when it came to speaking out. You couldn't hold his tongue. Eh, Jack? What you had to say, you say. And it doesn't matter who are wrong, you know. He had to tell you something. Sometimes he meet me, somebody he tell me, Bab, so. It doesn't matter who are wrong. That is Swabhav. That is because they have a low tolerance for things that are wrong. He was very, 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 very focused. He was a gentleman when it came to dharma. I remember him telling me how many days he cooked in the temple, how much food. In fact, I used to give him a joke and tell him, boy, I want to do a bhagavad. When I do the bhagavad, you have to come and cook for me. But this was the nature of the gentleman. We all live, we're human. We have lives. We all live a balanced life. He was no exception. But the good that he has done was a good father, brought up these boys. Was a good husband. Don't mind to give Gilly a little extra talks. But he was a good husband. Dedicated. And every time we do Pitrishad and the Pitrapap, when you train Tarpan, I say, boy, who we train for? He says, everybody back, everybody gone. Only I here, everybody gone, everybody gone. Last occasion, he couldn't sit down properly, but insisted that it's done. And this is dedication. This is how we live our lives. So God bless him tremendously. You know, I'm fortunate to have him here and to be in this home because of him. And he came, Mamin house. Mamin was the first person that came to look for me. And then he and Gilly after. I taught those boys in school and christened them after. I've been in this home and family for a number of years. We had a good relationship. We used to quarrel too. Don't feel and he never quarreled. He used to quarrel too bad. But he never forsake his duty, and I never forsook him for anybody else. I used to give him chat. But I know at the end of the day, I have to do for him. And this is the relationship. So may Bhagwan, of course, guide his soul back into oneness. Verses of the Gita, we chant a little bit in honor of his soul. We clasp hands, we close eyes, and we bow our heads. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gita Ganga Chagayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahma Vidya Brahma Valitri Sandhya Mukti Geni Ardhamata Chidananda Bhagni Vayanashini Vedatai Padananta Tatvarta Jnana Manjari Yainam Veti Hantadam Yaschainam Manyate Hatam Ubhauto na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate Vasang sijirnani yata vyaya Navani grihnati naro parani Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnanya Anyani sanyanti navani dehi Nainam chinnanti shasrani Nainam dahati pavaka Nachainam kledayantyapo Nashoshayati madutah Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gita Dhyana Shilasya Pranayama Padasya Cha Nevihi Shanti Papani Purva Janma Kritani Cha. Jai Ram Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Rama नाम जिए जप जाग वियोगी ब्रह्मा सुखा अनुभावई वियोगी बोलो जय राम श्री राम जय जय Sri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Ram. Nam Jiye Japa Japa Viyogi. The great yogis, although they are in the state of Brahmgyan, they are in the state of oneness with God, they still chant the name of Ram. Nam Jiye Japa Japa Viyogi. This is the greatness. Brahma, that when even Brahma, Prapancha Viyogi, when he wants to get out of this, he chants the name of the holy Ram. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. This morning, of course, before I ask Gita to deliver the eulogy, Pandit Kim Raj is here. He is no stranger to us, to any one of us. and a good friend, of course, of the family. His father would have been a guiding force and a light to all of us. I want to ask him, of course, to share a few words with you.
Ram Nam Satya Hai. My dear devotees, this morning we all gathered here in this beautiful home to say goodbye to someone we have known a number of years. As officiating Vyasji had rightly said, was a straightforward guy. And those of us in this little village who know Archie, or as we say Poyie, in the morning at 4 a.m., 4:15 a.m., riding that bicycle, going down the road, together with sometimes Harold, Ram, and the boys who was to work. And out of all of them, out they had Poyie one. He wake up the whole village. And especially if you fall in front of your home to do that dread work, well, you have to wake up. He a Correlin, he's just talking 24/7. He's a guy, and I will recall something. When he was going to get married, he came home by my father and asked my father to check if his name, together with his date of birth and Gail, one if it all agree. And the question my father asked him, if it agree, what you're going to do? He said, you're going to still get married. So what you checking? But because of a form of security, he just wanted to know. And that was him. In the mandir, in the temple, you have anything and you come and you say, Archie, Poyie, XYZ. He said, don't worry. He used to be involved in that beautiful Shiv Mandir right not too far from here, in the days with all these young boys, in yagnas, making day and night to do that yagna, and then getting up next morning to go to work. He made the sacrifice for you, the children, and to us as a community, we must always remember. And one thing we must always remember, devotees, the good that an individual has done for the community. If one makes a mistake, we must not look back at that. We look at his karma, the age, and because of his circumstances, this happened to him. Are we going to blame him and say he was responsible for it? Are we going to say he should have known better? Yes, or maybe no. But don't go out there and say negative things about someone when you don't know the truth. And I'm not telling you because of a pundit, I'm telling you as a villager. We intend to make accusation and point fingers and say subtle things. And Gilly, you had a diamond, and you will always have that diamond. And to you, the boys and the daughter-in-law and the grandchildren and the brothers and everyone, cherish every moment that you had this little time with this young man. He was always there. He was always there to help. He take care of his parents in the best of his ability, and he makes sure he do everything. And today we will lose him. We lost a good soul. We lost a good individual of this village of ours. Let us sit upright and we do those beautiful chants. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Thank you very much, Panditji. His daughter-in-law is here this morning, Geeta, of course, and she will share with you aspects of the life of her father-in-law. Geeta has been a daughter-in-law in this family for a number of years, and she's fit in quite nice, not only with this family, but the extended members of the family. Sometimes I see pictures of how well they fit in, but nonetheless, she's of course one that is like both daughters-in-law. Both of them have fit in really well with this family. So I want to invite Geeta, of course, to share some beautiful sentiments of her dear and beloved father-in-law.
Sitaram, good morning to everyone. Nandlal Jagoo, Poyie or Archie as he was commonly called, was born to Sunarde and Satnarayan Jagoo on 1st September 1963. He was the first of 3 sons born to this couple and was quickly followed by his brothers Ramesh and Kumar. On November 9th, 1986, he was happily married to Kalawati, commonly called Gaili, and fathered 2 sons, Randy and Dani. Poyie dedicated almost 40 years of service to the Ministry of Works and Transport as he worked tirelessly to fulfill his responsibilities as son, husband, and father. Together with his brothers, they carried the Jagoo name with pride as they were involved in many community activities, both social and spiritual. Poyie endured years of struggle like many other men of that time, with the hope of securing a strong, socially acceptable family who was bounded by their faith in God. We all remember the number of marriages and pujas that Poyie cooked the meals for, or cooked roti for without any hesitance. We remember the many cooking nights and parties he would attend with his closest friends of the village. Although his health started deteriorating in March of last year, his sense of humor, faith, and positivity never dwindled. He always looked at the brighter things rather than focus on the darker side of his illness. With the encouragement of his wife, sons, sister Nisha, friends, and the endless love of his grandchildren, Poyie was able to deal with many depressing days and kept being strong. As we say goodbye today to a great man, let us remember the good times we spent with him, as I am sure each of us have some good memory of him. He has left behind a legacy that will be carried on by his sons and grandchildren with the same respect and commitment that they learned from him. We pray that his soul finds the peace it seeks in the arms of Sri Krishna. The family wishes to say thank you to the extended family, friends, and well-wishers for the moral support shown at this time. Thank you, Sitaram.
Thank you very much. It's Sophie's granddaughter, and of course she has a little poem that she would like to share. So she's ready? Where is she? Come with her.
To my Papa. Papa, we know that you are gone, and you have left us alone. My tears have not stopped flowing, as the pain I feel is growing. I miss you so much, Papa, your hugs, your voice, your laughter. I still look for you every day, because there is still so much I have to see. I want to see. But you have now gone to rest because God wants back his best. I hope you are safe in heaven and you are blessed. Because now you are at peace, no more stress. I will say a prayer for you each day and ask God to keep you safe. You were the best grandfather. I will not trade you for another. From all your grandchildren, Sandy, Akshay, Suvarna, and I.
Sheikh Bar Bolo Sri Ramapati Mahadev Ki Jai. My dear friends, we would give a few moments for the immediate members of the family first to perform Aarti, place Mala, and then we would invite, of course, everyone, fellow villagers. You know, this village is in twice the morning. Just on Wednesday, of course, a matriarch of this village, a mother of this village died. It's a relative as well here, family connection. Today, of course, we have the loss of Archie Poyie. So indeed, it's a somber moment for all of us in the village. And may Bhagwan Sri Krishna, of course, shed his grace upon such. Let me invite you to stand for a few moments as we collectively join together in seeking the grace of Bhagwan. Hari Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvam Magatinam Gater Bhava Sansar Navamagnanam Prasida Purushottama Anadhinidano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Asato Ma Sadagamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoramam Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Ram Nam Ram Nam Ram Nam Sabka isi gati hai. May all take our seats. Immediately, members of the family first. Dulahin, daughters-in-law. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो युगल चरण में ले लो मुझे चरण में ले लो राम जीवन देखें जाल बिछाया रच की माया नाच नचाया नाच नचाया चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेगी जब चिंतन में ले लो राम मुझे
अपनी शरण में ले लो राम तुमने लाखों पापी तारे मेरे बारे बाजी हारे मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी मेरे पास न पुण्य की पूंजी पद पूजन में ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम राम हे राम राम हे राम घर घर अत को धर धर बत को कहाँ कहाँ अपना सिर पत को इस जीवन में मिलो न तुम तो राम हे राम इस जीवन में मिलो न तुम तो मुझे मरण में ले लो राम मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम देख तेरे संसार के हालत क्या हो गए भगवान कितना बदल गया इंसान कितना बदल गया इंसान सूरज न बदला, चांद न बदला, ना बदल रे आसमान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। आया समय भरा पे दंगा, आज आदमी बना लफंगा। कहीं पे झगड़ा, कहीं पे नंगा, नाच रहा नर होकर नंगा। चल और कपट के हाथों अपना बेच रहा ईमान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार के हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। राम के भक्त रहीम के बंदे, रचते आज प्रेम के बंदे। कितने ये मखार है अंडे, देख लिए इनके भी दंडे। इन्हीं की खाली करतूतों से हुआ ये मूर्ख मुसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार की हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। जो हम आपस में न झगड़ते, बने हुए इस खेल बिगड़ते। काहे लाखों घर ये उजरते, क्यों ये बच्चे माँ से बिछड़ते। भूत पूत कर क्यों रोते, प्यारे बापू के प्राण, कितना बदल गया इंसान, कितना बदल गया इंसान। देख तेरे संसार के हालत, क्या हो गए भगवान।
तुझ दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले, नन्ही की हंसी ये बजने, मेरी सारी दुनिया ले ले। तेरे संग ढूंढ रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। आज उंगली थामक तेरे, तुझ में चलना सिखलाओ, कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा, जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊं। तू मिला तो मैंने पाया, जीने का नया सहारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। मेरी बात भी इसी दुनिया में जिंदा मेरा नाम रहेगा। जो भी तुझको देखेगा तुझे मेरा लाल कहेगा। तेरे रूप में मिल जाएगा मुझको जीवन दोबारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा। मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा।
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. सबका ऐसे गति है. Let's all stand for a few moments. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। ओम कश्यप गोत्रस्य नल्लाल प्रेतस्य सबनिमित्तं स्नानं मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम्। ओम सूर्यचक्षुरोवत् गच्छमात्माद्या पृथ्वीताम्, आत्मा चां च पृथ्वीतां धर्मणा अपोवा गच्छयति तत्र ते तमोगदेषु प्रतिष्ठ शरीर। पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु, पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु, पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु। Second one. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम कश्यप गोत्रस्य नंदलाल प्रेतस्य द्वारदेशे पाण्डनिमित्त विष्णुदेवताये कते पिंडो मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम्। तो यंजलि मया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठिताम्। And foot going first, the lift. Lift, feet going first. Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam, सबका इसी गति है। राम नाम, राम नाम, राम नाम, सबका इसी गति है।